copy this. Alright, so we are going to start our quest to get our Fremennik name. Regular knife as well, just in case that the fletching knife doesn't work. And we're going to grab a Draymond branch. Nope. Random event just as I started playing. That's very good. As always, lamp goes into herb lore right away. Good morning, Smut. How are you? You feeling better now that you've had some time being awake and probably got some good fluid in you to get over being hungover, or probably hopefully not hungover, but I presume hungover. sorry I couldn't stick around much longer in your stream. I was dying just trying to stay awake. But you were going hard on those drinks already. It was nice of Flyback to drink with you. I can tell they were going hard. Did you end up doing any Inferno or Colo attempts last night? How far did you get? That's not terrible. I think at the level you are, anything before majors is would probably be a bad run. I know. Yeah, that's a problem I have. I haven't quite figured it out. I believe I can tick flick a ranger and a major, but if you add a blob in there, that's kind of bad. I have my own way of solving waves with blobs and other things, like a ranger or a major, but I wouldn't necessarily say it is the correct way to do it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. And we'll go to the bank anyways, because we need to spin this. That's good. I'm sure you'll get it really soon. that to smuggle in the thing. We're going to go to Camelot now. Doesn't hurt to always just have this. Realized I was still wearing my Varrock body. Camelot. I think you'll do well. Maybe not drink before. Maybe do it before you start drinking. Would probably be my only suggestion. Or maybe have a drink so you don't get all high strung or tense while doing it. I imagine whenever I do it, I get very stressed out and I can feel my blood pressure rising and such, so I take breaks every little bit. Like, I'll solve a wave to, like, one last thing, stand behind the pillar, take a few deep breaths, and then continue. I think Sinclair Mansion would be better than the Slayer Cave for this one, for this step. As I need to go over here. So maybe if I were to have like a drink just to stay a little more calm. Yeah. But, you know, it'll get to the point where you're going to see it, it's going to become second nature. Because, like, heck, you do 300s, even helping people get their kits for TOA. So, I am sure that took a little bit of time for you to get a handle on. Maybe it was second nature to you. But, you know, you gotta start somewhere. And I do believe that you'll get it. It just takes time. We can't all be like the Dent and be just so naturally good at the game where you do Awaken Vardorvis twice in 25 orbs without even really attempting it beforehand. Yeah, it really is crazy. Although, Leviathan is definitely going to be a lot harder for him, I think. At least that's what I think. I think he'll figure it out. I just think without going in knowing what you are supposed to do and such is or what the meta of it is supposed to be, and without using like tile markers, it's going to be hard for him. I honestly think because he did it in Gridmaster, he's going to think it's going to be that easy. And where you could actually, you actually do the fight kind of as intended. And I think it's going to be bad whenever he actually realizes that, oh, you're actually supposed to freeze it and do this mechanic at this time. This is for Forgettable Tale. Since I'm right here, I might as well just harvest this. I didn't watch his entire stream. I don't know if he ever got lucky at Saradomin or Nex in his quest for the ZCB. Today, at least. That's unfortunate. Honestly, I do think that's unfortunate. He's been trying for a while. Although having nearly full Torva, having full Torva minus the helm and having gotten a duplicate body is ridiculous. Yeah, I do know. Well, this is what you and Flyback were doing yesterday. Okay, so apparently I did his task. Running in the wrong direction is always the right way to do it. Southeast. Yeah, I believe this butterfly is the one we're looking for. Not a fan of this quest right now. I've never really liked looking for this butterfly because he just randomly changes locations. Like, I was very close with one of those and it just decided to change. So I'm just gonna run east. So it may be over in this general area, flipping back and forth. has moved somewhere else. Guides you northwest. Finally found them. Good morning, flyback. That got a little spicy at the end. I am. I am doing my best to get my name right now. This feels like a mini version of the One Small Favor quest. How are you doing, Flyback? Working our way back. No worries. Welcome back. Just doing the one small favor portion of this. He was here, and then I guess he got a work call. I don't think that's a scam. I think that he's just important at his work to be warranting need to be called frequently. That's a golden gnome. Let's close that off. Okay, this is the fight portion of it. And so what I am going to do is I am going to go and prepare for that. I mean, it wasn't immediate, but he's back. As well as it's not really a scam as much as Panda is scammed us out of her stream on Sunday. This is a teleport. We are going to knife. We're going to smuggle in a Drayman staff. Is that true? I didn't know that. I think it would be funny to do a little compilation of every single time throughout this series that I stop for an imp. Just randomly see an imp and just go out of my way to catch it. Like, catching that imp there was completely unnecessary. But I had to do it. Food, potions, and recoils. I don't really want to waste recoils on it. that might be just the title of the video. Super necessary, as he goes out of his way to catch every single imp. This portion of the quest, as a hardcore group Iron Man, when I did it, was very, very concerning, and it's gonna concern me again this time, as if it's bugged, that's hardcore status gone. I don't think it's bugged. I know it's not bugged, but it's just one of those things that okay. That's death 1 for him. Yeah, they are. I didn't feel like using them, though. I believe this is the one that we just hands off the game. Ugh. You get down to one hit and he still hits you like 4 more times is very, very nerve-wracking. It helps to read the riddle if you're going to solve it without anything telling you what the answer is. That sounds like a fun way to do this quest. Fly back. Just gonna be honest. Alright, what do you think the Fremennik name is going to be? Larton. That's a weird name. And I apparently gained 4 levels with that. Not bad. That is an interesting name for you there, Flyback. Alrighty then. What I am going to do is I am going to stock up on the items needed. The raw tuna apparently I can buy. I need to get a needle and a thread apparently. I think on my main I am Lardor, so very close. Yeah, I don't have a needle and no more thread because I think I used them during the one of the other quests that I had done. So we'll go pick up those. Oh boy. I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Keep that. Grab the Draymond staff and the cape. Just have it. first things are apparently the tuna that I can buy. Or I can fish some from the pier. So let's go with the harpoon. Maybe. It might come up in his performance review. While I am here with the stack of gold, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy myself an archer's helm and a berserker helm. Don't really think the berserker helm's really needed, but it's nice to have. But the archer's helm will be good for a long time for me, so I will wear it. I need to get a tuna, so I harpoon fish from the lobster spot. Yeah. I like the helmets. Put a decent dent into the gold, but that's fine. I can always go back to the agility pyramid to make more, or make more bracelets and alch them. That's probably what I will do. I think I'm going to need some gold before doing that, so... And there's the tuna. They're so nice. I didn't feel like the Farseer helm is 100% needed as well, because of how funny magic works. I kind of felt bad for the citizens here, because they were being... I had to go around and be a tax collector, but...
Only beaten by the Eternal Boots and the Treads, unique for the Bell Sun boots when they're equipped. That's fine. Wow, he really likes the pie in the face thing. Alright, Smut. Buy some from the GE or get level 56 woodcutting. Good thing I got the woodcutting level for it. I wasn't paying much attention during King's stream. Did you see Panda during it? I know she's been working a lot, so... Okay. I just talked to him. Do I need to talk to him again? Unlocking all these wonderful music tracks. Oh, too much sailing, I guess, on the main. Because I clicked the board gangplank. I would shave if I had to pay 1,000 gold pieces in tax just because I had a beard. That I'm committing blasphemy, as I am beardless on the character. I didn't quite catch that last one. I was just reading the other stuff. I missed that last one. does look like the costume needle does work on this. So, I didn't need to go get the needle or thread, but that is fine. Never know when a random quest will not allow you to use the costume needle. Good morning, RJs. How are you? Going to top up on my run energy and prayer. Granted, I'll probably just use the run energy getting back, but having full prayer is better. Oh. Who are you trying to keep out with all the tape? I don't think the dust bunnies can live in the temperature that we are experiencing. Okay, so we got our teleport out just in case things go hairy. Grab a prayer potion. Where Renar, Snape grass. We'll grab so we can have a second prayer potion. Fake super set. Ring of life, just in case. I don't think this does anything, but we'll wear it. And a bunch of food. Yeah. It sounds like you're making good progress on getting the basement finished up. Probably should have wore the holy sandals, but that's fine. Thought I was really gonna die on the way in when I took that, like, back-to-back 10 plus damage with that 17 in there. I guess if I don't have the option to put it into ranged or magic, I'll do attack so I can get closer to the dragon scimitar. in addition to the 20k attack experience, we get 5k construction, crafting, and 10k woodcutting experience. Plus the Helm of Needed Not, which is better than the Berserker helmet that I bought just about an hour earlier. Seem obsolete. So I'll alch the Berserker helm. We get an additional 3 prayer, additional attack accuracy, and defensive bonuses on it. Thank you, RJs. Oh, and I need a level 55 defense to wield it, so Berserker helm is staying on. Alright, those are the 2 quests that I wanted to set out and do today, so I think what we're going to do... Thank you, Flyback. I think what we're going to do is just do some chill hunter rumors. They'll progress the account as well as getting to 73 and using the hunter boost beer at the bottom of the Hunters Guild will allow me to start catching moonlight moths, which give the wonderful benefit of the how should I say this? The wonderful benefit of basically having on-demand prayer pots when needed. If I don't have any of the Renar weed or snake grass, they act as quite budgetary prayer potions, and they'll be good for barrows, I believe. So we grab the hunter kit, a knife for the cutting of logs when we need it, the axe, a way to get to the Hunters Guild, and the Kandarin headgear allows us to cut an additional log from a normal tree. Gonna make sure that these are empty. And what is our current rumor? Our current rumor is Chinchompas. And I guess we should also grab grab these. So that I can get to a fairy ring relatively easily. How was your day today, RJs? Just reset the chins so that I know I get at least the one that I put the square on. Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry to hear that. That... No, I haven't seen it yet. When are they projecting it? Oh, I can do this. Well, being a meteorologist is basically having a job, a guaranteed job being wrong 90% of the time anyways, so... Well, that's not good. I hope it doesn't hit us, but... But the plan right now is... I usually do my weekly shopping on Saturdays. And I did this Saturday. But with how cold it was yesterday evening and today, and with how it's going to be cold and like some snow over the weekend, I was like, you know what, I might as well go either tomorrow night after work or Thursday night after work, just to do another week. Maybe I might even just do 2 weeks worth of grocery shopping so that I could just bunker down for the next couple of days and not have to worry about the snow. Let it blow by and not have to be out on the road driving or such. Like we were saying in King's chat earlier today, people don't know how to drive in the snow, and people don't get snow tires. It's just... I don't feel like it's worthwhile to be risking anything over going out and getting something minor. Like when I used to work at Giant Eagle, I would see like regular customers come in most mornings to get the newspaper, even if it was really bad out. Yeah, 10 inches is like a natural disaster to them. Heck, like 3 inches in Texas is like the apocalypse. Red chins are not an ideal hunter task at this level, unfortunately, because of how often they don't get caught in the traps. And that's the piece, so I am out of here. So I am currently trying to set up a block list. I'm not going to worry about the block list on the novice, but I do have the adepts taken care of. So I'm going to continue getting loot tasks from Tekko until I get one that I want to block on him, and then start using the other Hunter Master for a while. And my whistle has 4 charges remaining. As I really don't need any more Quetzal feed because I have actually completed the transportation system to have it fully unlocked. We'll recharge. And 3 of them gave me 1 charge each. That's a little unfortunate, but we'll hold on. Hold off on the other ones. Oh, it's bad. Like, I don't remember exactly what year it was, but the main thing that happened during the last snowstorm was like when Ted Cruz went to Cancun. It was really cold and they got some snow then, and it wasn't even like 10 inches. It was like 3 or 4, and it was bad there. they didn't know how to handle it. Realized I did not keep any gold out because I do not have the... I have not invested in the falconry place. I have to pay every single time I do it. So I'll just hold on to gold. Sorry, I just had this thought. I remember before Sailing released Flyback that you and King had a bet about something not being put into the game with Sailing's release. Did they put it into the game? Or did they forget? Okay, well, I was just curious. I wasn't calling you a moron or anything. Oh, okay. Did King bring it up after Sailing was released, or did you just not mention it? Another dashing Cabot. I will do. He probably completely forgot, to be honest. As apparent that I forgot until now. I need a falcon first. I just want to, because red chins are a little slow, but they aren't the worst. So what I have currently on service is an orange salamander, and this one's saber-tooth Kayat, which is fine. So I am thinking that I would probably want to do either the saber-tooth Kebits. Those aren't terrible, but the other option is Gray Chinchampa. Although Akko doesn't have gray chins on their list, so I wouldn't want to do that one. Oh no, they do. So yeah, gray chins are probably the worst possibility. So I will do red chins, I guess. I really don't want to set up the novice to do something because I don't want to do novice contracts at the moment. I was not on this, so I deposited that. And I need, I'm gonna recharge the whistle. I believe Moonlight. I'm not gonna use Moonlight. Moonlight's actually good food. Yeah, chins have a chance at the pet. It's just I kind of want to level Hunter relatively fast, so. And chins on Hunter Rumors are relatively slow. I don't necessarily need to block them. I could do them and block the Kebits so that I can have the chance at the pet still. And mainly I could do that because I'm really only going for one level. So yeah, if I get a Kebbit, saber-tooth Kebbit, I think that's the one I'm going to block. Just convincing myself to do that. And yeah, chins are useful. I will not deny that. And welcome back, Smoot. Yeah, I just needed to convince myself that that's the one I wanted to block. And unless they really block, pull black chins out of the wilderness, I doubt I will be getting black chins, so red chins are going to be the better ones for me to obtain. You gonna be sending Inferno soon, Smoot? Good to hear. That is one way to put it. I think it would be I don't know if they'll ever do it, and I'm not suggesting that they do, but I would. They have the speed running world. I think it would be interesting to, because like you said, you can go to the speed running world to do the send a Jad attempt. It would be interesting if you could send an Inferno attempt. I just think it would be fun to like do Kahlo or the Inferno on one of those worlds to learn it, but I understand the reasoning not to be able to do that as well. That is a dim sum. Running around in a mourner's outfit and a dragon dagger. That is a choice of outfit. Although, I do think the next time I stream, I will be streaming some more LMS flyback so that I can finish off the rune pouch and progress the account a little bit. It won't be tomorrow, as I'm probably going to, like I told RJ's, go to the store and do my grocery shopping early in the week so I don't have to go out for a while. And I also have other plans. Thursday I might go live. Depends how work goes. I went live later than I wanted to today, mainly because I was at work until 6, just getting things done. So maybe Thursday I'll go live and do some LMS. If we get more than 10 inches of snow, RJs, I'm not leaving my apartment. So I will not know whenever it gets cleared. So no, that won't happen. I know that since the beginning of the year I've usually streamed on Sunday, but with the Winter Summit and the Deadman thing, the 4-hour Deadman thing happening on Sunday, I'm probably going to watch that while... And there is the Gray Chin. I will do that, like I said. I'll probably end up watching that, so I don't know if I'm going to stream during that time. I might. I haven't decided. Just trying to set some expectations on when live, compared to some people that, unlike Panda, unfortunately, who sometimes says they'll go live and doesn't. I even hopped off early. I was planning on hopping off when she would go live, so then we could watch her stream. I'm not being invited to DMM. They've announced the teams. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'm sorry. I think you're over exaggerating my level of skill, RJ's. I've told Flyback I will be doing Deadman in when it's open to the public on the 30th, and I'm just going to hope I do my best to not hold him back. Hi, bowling ball. Are you... I'm assuming that you're happy because you're purring, you're comfortable, and you're warm and well fed. If I come close, if I even remotely do semi-decent against Oda in Deadman, I will call it a victory. I've seen him PK, I've watched some of his videos. I am nowhere near... I would be lucky to even get a freeze off on him. I really like that they added Hunter Rumors to the game. Hunter is not my favorite skill. So being able to kind of have a little bit of a Slayer aspect to it is nice. Yes, he spellbook swaps. He has unlimited. Just to give him an advantage, he has unlimited magic cape uses to spellbook swap and is able to quickly activate them. Oh god, I didn't even think that you could do that with the handle that I've chosen, RJ's. That just seems like an obscene amount of runes that I would have to carry. Now, granted, if they had that, if one of the Dead Man relics is the a grimoire thing that we got in Gridmaster, where you just not the grimoire thing, it was one of the perks was you didn't need any runes anymore to cast spells, then yeah, that would be busted. I think you're building my legacy up well beyond my actual capabilities, and it's only going to lead you to feel disappointed when I inevitably fail to reach that goal. So I'm just going to suggest to temper your expectations. Is she hissing at me right now? I do like Kevit tasks. If I could reach into the game and pull out some Kebab meat to give to Bowling Ball, I would. I think I have a kitten. I should probably, while doing some of those quests and such, to have brought it, and should be bringing it now. We will always take a quick task because we get bonus experience on completion. Red salamander is not a bad task. Can I store these in here? No. Unfortunate. We'll just start grabbing some. Yes, in the brief time that I discussed about bringing the cat and finishing that hunter rumor and getting started on this one, I forgot about grabbing the kitten from my bank.
Faster.
Gonna pull up Beans' stream so you'll hear like a very quick clip of that. But I'm just gonna have that on mute so that she at least gets a little bit of support of my support while I'm live. And I should go through and see if I can figure out. I really have a problem with with those imps. Yeah, no, I pulled Twitch up to see if Smoot was live streaming his Inferno attempts, so I could pull that up. But he wasn't, so, and I saw Beans was live, so I figured I'd just pull it up. Fair enough. Not throwing any shade towards you, unlike I did to Panda earlier. I was just saying, I was literally saying what I was saying because that's what I was thinking at that point in time. So I'm not gonna ask her, but do one of you know what's going on with Beans? I caught only a little bit of that in King's stream. Yeah, that's what it seems like. I am... I don't know if it's serious or not, or what it really is either, but I was watching her stream, I think it was yesterday before Smoot went live, or while he was live, and I was kind of flipping back and forth, but it seems like some people were, I don't know if playfully or being mean, but like making jokes about her losing her hair. So I don't know if she's having like surgery somewhere, like where her head is, or if she's going through like chemo and she's losing her hair that way. And she's having surgery essentially to excise like a tumor. I was just curious if you guys knew, because that's a little rough. And when someone was talking about bingo, I was like, please no. I was trying to actually get this account ready for like an actual bingo. Like to be able to do some of the lower end stuff. Okay. Like I said, I was just curious. Not like... I don't want her to have to, explain it like 10 million times just, because I missed it. Or if she doesn't want to talk about it, that's another thing. Like, I know just enough because I lurk in King's stream, but I don't know as much as I probably should if I were to, like, actively, watch it. I pretty much only know what's being talked about most of the time whenever he's actually reading chat and discussing what's going on in it. And there's Guild Hunter legs. That is a good drop. We'll put those on right away. Join us? What am I joining you in? I think it's best if I leave myself as close as anonymous as I possibly can in his chat. I don't want him to know me too well. I like it where I am, just I think he knows I exist. I say good morning. He says it back sometimes, and we'll leave it there. Don't need him to. Well, for one, I'm also on the complaining side of cards. I I personally find them annoying, so that's one reason. Like, I completely muted his stream whenever all those cards were started to be being played. I know Smoke gets it. I'm not going to enable cards. I won't. Let me rephrase that. I probably will. I should not say will never. If I somehow explode and become big, I might enable cards. I mean, if you want to be timed out, I'm sure RJ's or Flyback could time you out. I have no plans on making it big. I have no plans on doing this other than more than just enjoying the documentation process of this hardcore. We will see how far it goes. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do anything that's going to risk the hardcore status intentionally. So I don't know how long I will stay out of the wilderness, but I will go out into the wilderness and get the Mage Arena 2 cape. I believe most of, if not all, I believe most of the combat achievements in the wilderness are just go kill the boss X amount of times. So I'm less worried about those. The one thing I would probably not do until if I lose the hardcore status, the one thing I will probably do is start grinding out revenants for the rev weapons, because I do want to get a web weaver, because I really like the web weaver for Levi. after killing it 3,200 times, I'm going to continue it to kill it in the way I like to. Congrats, Smoot. I haven't seen it, but awesome job, Flyboy, for making the background for him. When you go live, I'll probably end the stream then. I'm just going to do Hunter Rumors for pretty much the rest of the night until I go to bed myself. Or when I hit 73, which is going to be like not too long from now, start gearing up and catching a bunch of Moonlight Moths. But I am quite pleased to have 3/4 of the Hunter outfit already, and the kit, and the 116 rumors. So I've been very lucky with this, especially seeing how Condor is very unlucky with it. Maybe I'll get the Quetzin. Who knows? I don't even have the Quetzin on my main, so I don't expect it. And I do like playing the word game. Yeah, I do too. It's a fun way for me to express my level of TISM. A lot of combat. Already 99 sailing. Pretty much max combat stats, but not even halfway to 99 slayer. No smithing. No herb lore. Guy's not even useful in raids. Well, chambers, but I am. There. Very little, if any, boss KC. Why 941 barrows and 1800 mole? But like 2 crazy arc, 2 Dagonoth, like barely any of the Dagonoths except for Rex. Okay, 191 Temperos, that's fine. Barely any of the Wintry Toad. Doesn't even look like they have any KC in any of the Desert Treasure 2 bosses. $272 collection logs? That's a little low. Only 99 clues, no masters. I guess they're just playing their own way, the way they like it. Don't know if I would... I'm not necessarily like a collection logger or anything, but... because I'm not going to sit there and do the however many hour grind of Castle Wars to unlock all the Castle Wars stuff, but... I can just tell they have a long way to maxing. Are they an iron or just a main? Yeah, they're not even an iron. They're a main with 71 herb lore. Guess if they're not doing any chambers or any raiding, it's not worth getting that up. That's the piece. just before 73 Hunter. So I think when we return and give this rumor, hand this rumor in, we will officially be level 73 Hunter. Which is going to be big. Big things happen at 73 Hunter. And finally the Sunlight Antelope. Yep, that's level 73. We can do Black Chins, but that's not why we're excited. What we're really excited for is the Moonlight Moths are now able to be boosted for. So what I'm going to do is get ready for that. They really are. Because what I can do now is I can come to this store and they sell butterfly jars for 1 coin each. If I buy 50, that goes down to 25. And there's still 1 coin each. So I can close it, fill that, and I can just buy out this store. And then Hop Worlds. And do the same. And I will do more at a little bit of a later point in time so that I can have more jars in general. But I'm going to come here and grab these Hunter. And I'm going to drink one. And now I have 75 Hunter. And I can start catching these Moonlight Moths. And when I release them, I get 22 prayer restored. And when I add Hunter meat into it, they will have the ability to do that twice. So, budget prayer potion. It's a 2-dose prayer potion for 1 inventory slot. Fixed 22 instead of a scaling amount of prayer points for it. And just really easy to catch. 84 experience per catch. And a not bad way to train Hunter. Alright, I'll be probably wrapping this up shortly after I do this inventory. And I'll be watching your stream when you go live. Grab 2 more real quick while I have the boost. And that's it. That's a full inventory. Thank you for stopping by, Smut. Thank you for stopping by, RJ. It was wonderful to have you both here. What I can do is, now I'll put this away. That's 12, 15, 14, 13. We will grab our pestle. We will grab some Hunter meat. And we can use the hunter meat on the moonlight moth mix to make a 2 dose of these moonlight moth mixes. Again, budget prayer potion, good and easy way to restore prayer without having to farm a bunch of Renard weeds early and such. Prayer potions and super restores are significantly better, but having a budget prayer potion now readily available and easy to obtain is just going to make progressing the account so much better and easier moving forward, as it is much more safe. So I'm going to continue doing this off stream, and we will hopefully come back and start doing some more PVM content. I will probably also see about getting 60 attack to wield the Dragon Scimitar and make the fight with Scurius a little easier. The Helm of Needed Slot will help with that because it gives a strength bonus and prayer bonus. We need to get 55 defense for it to be able to wield it, so we'll work on that after the 60 attack. But for now, we'll also use the Berserker Helm, and we should be really good to go to start farming Scurius for drops and the Scurius spines. And then we'll move into some other combat achievement territory as well, with Minigame Monday being Temperos, and then probably Winter Todd to finish to do some more combat achievements and see what we can do about getting the easy ones done. Again, thank you for stopping by, Flyback, and everyone, and I will call it a stream here. Thank you, and have a good night.